Hi, you guys. So I'm going to record this way also because the ice storm took out my Wi-Fi and I'm not positive when our connection is going to be back up. So if I'm not able to be on live, we have this as a backup plan. Okay, so Megan asked me to hop on here and just kind of share a little bit about my story and how I'm able to get the vitals in every day because I am somebody who does have to work this into like power pockets. So I'm just going to kind of walk you through how I'm able to do that because staying consistent with the vitals is the reason why I'm able to hit Success Club consistently. So I did make notes so I don't totally scroll brain on you guys, but I got started coaching about 2 years ago. I just had developed this unhealthy relationship with food and counting everything that I ate. I've always loved fitness, but I knew that I really needed to just revamp how I worked health and fitness into my life. I teach kindergarten full time, so I definitely feel that whole like tired teacher thing. When I started coaching, I was teaching at a very high needs school. And so to kind of blow off the steam of just the day and decompress before I went home, I would go to the gym, which was not a bad thing, but I would go and I would spend like an hour and a half there. And through being at the gym and just being around all the people there, I just really started putting everything into like just body image and the way that I looked at myself. And I would compare myself to the other girls there, and it just became really unhealthy for me. And I kind of lost track of like why I was even there. Like it wasn't about taking care of myself anymore. I really got lost in the body image side of it, and if I like missed a workout, I was really hard on myself. And like if we had a family event or something, I had to go to the gym first, and if it cut into that family event, then oh well. It was just so, it was such like a mind trap. And I didn't want it to be that way. Tyler and I had recently gotten married. We knew we wanted to start a family soon, and I ran into like some minor health complications and ended up having to have surgery. And it was while I was recovering from that surgery and out of the gym, I was just kind of at a really low point. And I had been following Courtney for a while, and I just was like, what the hell do I have to lose? She was offering I think it was Sean Week. It was a free week right around Thanksgiving. I was like, whatever, let's do it. So I tried it out, and I honestly had like just gave the workouts like eye rolls at first. Like I was just, there's no way that this home workout is going to get me the results that I'm getting at the gym and all of that. And I just really kind of blew it off. But obviously I completely changed my mind. I jumped in and officially signed up when T20 came out. So T20 was my first program. I asked my mom and my sister to do it with me, and they wanted to. So then I just went ahead and got started coaching also, because I already had my mom and my sister wanting to do it. So I just figured, why not? Definitely kind of started out as a hobby, but then once I started to see like some income from it and more people like that I actually knew, the warm market, people started asking me what I was doing, then it kind of took off from there. So in the beginning, it was just paying for my groceries and that type of thing, and I've really been able to grow by staying consistent with the vitals. So that's what I am going to talk to you about today. I definitely really have to prioritize getting these in every day because I do still teach full time. My husband is a police officer and he works nights, and then we do have a 4-month-old now. So all of the solo parenting thing is definitely my life most of the time, and I do still have a full-time job. So if I want to continue to teach or to hit my coaching goals, I really have to be I really have to be oh my gosh, I can't think of the word, prioritize basically. I really have to prioritize actually getting these things done. So I use the business activity tracker. So if you don't know where that is, it's in the coach office, and I think it's under like tools and resources, or maybe it's under training. I can't remember exactly where it's at. Honestly, you guys, I go in there and I print off 52 of them. So I just did it again since it's a new year. I print off 52 because there's 52 weeks in a year, and then I never have to go back in and do it. But I really use this as like my to-do checklist. So step one with being consistent in your vitals is following that business activity tracker and just trying to check off as many boxes as you can, and really just look at it as a to-do list. If you're somebody who kind of gets just like scatterbrained whenever you get on social media, that business activity tracker really helps you be able to do the actual things that are going to make your business grow, and also the things that are going to, take care of your challengers and get them results as well. Okay, so the very first chunk that I do is really early in the morning. So my day starts at 3:45 a.m. just because that's what has to happen for me to be able to get everything in during the day. So that first chunk of the day is the taking care of you part of that business activity tracker. So that is when I get my workout in. Well, I drink my Energize first, then I get my workout in. I drink my shake on the way to work while I am listening to PD. So I, am doing that personal development while I'm in the car, because I've got about a 20-30 minute commute with daycare drop off in there too. So I really knock out that first chunk of time, or that first chunk of the activity tracker first thing in the morning. That way the first thing that I did was pour into my own cup, which if I don't start off that way, I will kind of lose myself and just kind of feel discouraged or like in a funk. So that's how I like to start off my day. Like I said, it's really early. You by no means have to get up that early to be able to get it done, but that's just what has to happen for my schedule. Also, during those early morning hours, like I said, I do have a 4-month-old, so while I am feeding him, I am doing the growing your network part of the activity tracker. So I'm adding new people. So this really helps me just kind of utilize that time that I'm just sitting there nursing him, and I would probably be scrolling social media anyway. I'm adding new people to my network. So I won't go totally into how I do that, but basically I, go to somebody in my niche that's like a bigger, has a big platform on Instagram. So like Taking Care of Babies is one of my favorite things to follow. It's all about baby sleep. So there's a lot of new moms out there who obviously I can connect with. So I go to her page, go to her most recent post, and I just go and interact and follow the people that have liked or commented on that post. So after I do those things in the morning and my day gets started, so now I have driven to work, listening to PD, do the commute to work and to daycare drop off. Once I get to work, it really starts, my day just starts getting really busy with teaching. So I kind of, obviously have to put my phone away and teach my kids. So I really don't check back in to, the Beachbody world until I am on my first break to pump. So I have to pump in this like teeny tiny little closet that gets barely any service. But that's where the next like pocket of my day takes place. So in this pocket of my day, I go and I make more connections, and I 531 people. So again, I go to like the Taking Care of Babies page, for example, and I interact with people that are interacting on her page to grow my own network. And then I'm also like responding to messages during this time too, if I didn't get to those in the morning. So it's really just kind of, about filling those little pockets of your day. So this pocket is like 15 minutes, but I really try to be intentional in those 15 minutes to be growing my network and to be answering, questions or just cleaning up the inbox basically. The second pocket of my day then is my lunch break. And so again, I have to pump, so I'm not around like the other teachers that I work with. And right now with COVID, I'm never around any other adults at school. So again, I'm pumping. So I would probably be sitting there scrolling or something anyways, because I can't even access my teacher computer from where I am at. So it's literally just dead time anyways. So being able to utilize this as like a power pocket has been really helpful. So during this power pocket I just dedicate the whole thing to inviting. So I'm inviting people that are watching my stories, sometimes people that are like new followers that I've kind of connected with through the 531 method. So the 30 minutes right there, that's all I'm doing is inviting, and I am just being like super intentional about that's all I am doing while I am in there pumping. So it can be tough not to get distracted on social media, but I'm like, if I don't get these done now, they're probably not going to get done. So that is kind of the second pocket of my day. And then the third pocket of my day doesn't happen until after I have gotten home from work and kind of had that little bit of family time like I said, Tyler does work nights, so that little bit of time that I am home after work with our son and he is still home before he leaves, I really try to use, that as family time. So I'm making dinner, I'm hanging out with my husband, hanging out with my baby, and then once I finally get my baby to bed and Tyler goes to work, we're sleep training him right now, and it has been a roller coaster. But once he finally goes to bed, Tyler's at work, then this pocket is focusing on getting my challengers results. And so this is when I am, like in the morning, I will have tracked my workout and it will have gone to my challenge group. I forgot to say that after I work out, I obviously check in with my challenge group and post my workout, but this quiet like evening time is when I'm interacting with them, because by that point in the day it's around like 8 or 8:30, and most of my girls have already worked out, so I can go through my bod group and check in on people and answer their messages, like compliment them, cheer them on with their workouts that day. Especially right now as we go through the 9-week control free group, the girls that are in the test group with me, I really want to be intentional about checking in with them. So that quiet time in the evening is dedicated to that. And I honestly, that does not take me that long. It probably takes me about 15 to 20 minutes. And then that's my day. I'm done. Because I do get up so early in the morning. I go to bed for sure by 9 o'clock. So those are my power pockets. So just to kind of recap, first, you want to print off that business activity tracker, because it is the key to getting you or to keeping you on track. Then that first chunk of the day is the taking care of you part. So it's my energize, it's my workout, it's drinking my shake on the way to work while listening to PD. Then my first little break at work is when I am growing my network and answering any questions in my inbox. My second break at work is when I am inviting and following up with people. And then in the evenings later is when I'm getting my challengers results by just really being there for them as their coach. I forgot the last thing that I do, and this is usually what I do while I am nursing my son and putting him to bed, is I make sure my post is ready for the next day. So I will kind of go into my notes section of my phone and make sure I have a post ready for the next day. I really try to post about 5 times a week. So if I have the post ready for the next day, then in the morning, either before I go to work or in that first power pocket, all I have to do is just copy and paste my post and it's there. So I don't have to put a lot of thought into it during the craziness of the day. I'm in a better headspace to think when it's just quiet and I'm just putting my son to bed. And then obviously throughout the day, I'm sharing just normal everyday life stuff on my stories. So I just, teacher life, mom life, like whatever's happening throughout the day, that's what I am sharing on my stories, just so that followers, can connect with me. So that's pretty much everything. It's kind of crazy like how much you can pack into a day if you really, really just are intentional with your time. So using power pockets is something that works really well for me. But if you're somebody who has the time to sit down like for an hour, obviously not including your workout, but for about an hour and knock out all those tasks on the business activity tracker, then do that. If you've got a crazy schedule and just lots of things happening throughout the day, then just find those little chunks of time during the day that you can dedicate to your business. And if you're consistent with that, you will see the growth, you will see yourself consistently hitting Success Club because you're doing the things to make your business grow. So I think that's it. I hope that this is playing okay. I would say this is like a 2020 thing, that the Wi-Fi would get knocked out on the day that I'm supposed to do this, but it's now 2021. So anyways, thanks Megan for having me on and allowing me to share all of this. You guys have been incredible mentors to look up to. So look forward to talking to you all soon. And if you have any questions about how, anything else about how I work this into my day, just reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook. My old Instagram got hacked, so make sure it's my new Instagram, and I'm happy to help you guys answer any questions. All right, thanks guys.